When do you have a day off next? Soon? No, not at all.
I give away my shift on Sunday.
Maybe you should.
I probably will. I kind of wanted to give it away today. Look
Give
at
it
that
away.
timer counting. Look at that go. Hello there, you guys.
Hey, Alexandros is
Just
tie.
a little sleepy. 12 days straight with no rest in sight.
Doing what?
Just working classes every day. So, no real time.
Well, I'm halfway through a Celsius and I feel crazy.
You've been talking nonstop since you
I
got
know,
here.
which is crazy because I woke up this morning and I was like, guys, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Because I went out last night, whoop, 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 because as I've said, I'm in my party girl era. And I woke up feeling kind of gnarly, I'll be honest. But I'm halfway through a Celsius and now I'm feeling, I'm on top of the
I should
world.
have hopped onto that lifestyle.
I have one in the car. I wish I.
It's too late for me. It's too late. We've started. It's just going to be a journey of don't fall asleep. Don't fall asleep.
I got.
I'm okay. I'm good.
Okay, so what's up, everyone? Alexandros, you should tell us about your night last night.
Oh, yeah. So fun story. Maddy and I were originally going to record this episode that we're doing now last night. But we couldn't end up booking a spot in our little studio here.
Mm-hmm.
So, instead, Maddy made plans for something else immediately.
You guys, I'm sorry, I'm a popular girl.
Mm-hmm. And then immediately got messaged by, hi, Marta, if you're listening.
Hi, Marta, our diva.
And they were like, hey, there's an Akatar trivia night at this bar. I think it's Club 616.
I've never been there. Was it cool?
It was really cool. Yeah, I like the ambiance, the setup.
I've heard of it.
The parking just sucks. That's about it.
It'd be like that, truly.
And I had heard about this trivia night, and I was like, oh, I want to go to that. And then they got sold out on tickets, and I didn't know we had to reserve tickets. I thought it was just a bar that you show up and you do trivia if you want.
Right.
That was not the case.
The girlies show up for Akatar.
They pulled up. There were 20 teams.
Damn.
There were 20 teams.
That's a lot.
So, yeah.
And there were a lot of people on the teams, right?
Yeah, about 6 people on the team, I think, was the max.
So it's 120 people?
I don't think there were that many. I think there were smaller teams in there, too.
That's a lot.
But, yeah, so Marta, one of the people who listens, hi, how's it going? She and a couple of their friends were like, hey, we have tickets. Let's go. So I went, and you could have come.
I know, but I went to go see Susie Toot from Drag Race last night.
Immediately, you were like, oh, I already have, you texted me at 1 a.m., on Wednesday morning, hey, we're not going to be able to record Thursday. How about Friday instead? And I was like, okay, sure. And then 12 hours later, you're like, hey, there's this Akatar trivia night. Do you want to go? I was like, oh, yeah, we could do that. And you're like, oh, I already have plans. I'm like, girl, how did you get plans?
You guys, bus, club, another club, no sleep. Nobody believed in me. I'm busy.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Better than me. I finished up my day of classes yesterday, and I did my workout in Pilates. Yeah.
You're still doing Pilates?
I'm still doing Pilates.
Isn't it fun?
Yeah. The instructor finally asked for my name. Because I've gone 5 weeks in a row now.
That's a big
And
step.
they were like, oh, hey, what is your name? I was like, I'm Alexandros.
It makes you feel good, huh?
I was like, that's right.
Hey, are you
me.
the only guy in that class?
I mean, it's a different group every time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not a different, but it's sometimes a random dude will show up.
Yeah.
So you're mostly the only guy.
Pretty much I'm the only guy
But
there.
Pilates is really good for you. Everybody
It
should be
is.
taking Pilates.
But the problem is I
Call
do
him
a
and get into
workout.
it.
I do a workout right before I do my Pilates anyways. Because that's just how it works in my schedule. So I do a 30-minute shoulder workout. So then I'm already out of breath by the time that Pilates starts. So I'm like, don't be mad at me that I'm not doing this workout right now. Just give me a second.
Yeah. But that's nice though because it's so stretchy too. That probably feels really good. That's
Does.
good. Good for you. I love Pilates.
Let me go. And then went to a bar right after. And they never brought me my drink.
Oh no. Did you pay for it?
No, I didn't.
Oh,
So
okay,
that's fine. They just straight up forgot altogether.
Whoops.
But that's okay. By the time that the drink would have come, I would have been too sleepy anyways.
Yeah. Dang, that's gnarly. But it's fun.
It was a fun time.
You
Yeah,
guys got second place, right?
We got second place.
That's
That's
fierce.
right. And we ended up winning this little fun candle here. It says, smells like Tamlin acting like a little bitch, mixed with a hint of the spring court and complete ignorance.
That's
Smells nice. Have you smelled it yet?
Mm-mm. Let's see. Oh, that smells really good.
It smells really good. Tamlin should act like a little bitch more often.
Wait, whoa, that smells lovely. It's like it smells kind of
Like we get it, Pharaoh. We see the attraction.
Yeah.
Okay, if that's what he was smelling like all the time, yeah.
yeah, that's nice.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not too much.
No, it's good.
Wait, I want to smell it. I'm going to come smell it.
Come on over.
Smell it.
Come on
Wait,
around.
do you want to show your face?
You can finally show
We
your
got
face.
a comment about you.
They're like,
Yes!
what does this man look like?
I've shown my face before.
Oh, work. Isn't it good?
It's good.
Yeah, someone said something about you interjecting something in one of the episodes on YouTube in one of our comments, and I was like, that's hilarious.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I like to think that like somebody who like hasn't heard Solomon before, and like some of the episodes where it's just us going on, and then they hear him, they're like, who the God?
Who the-
I know,
yeah.
There I am.
There
God.
he is.
Who is
That's,
that?
That's Solomon.
I lost Maddy there.
Oh, that's the wind beneath our wings. That's fun.
Yeah, it was a really fun night.
I love that.
The trivia was not crazy. There was a quote portion, and it was like, who said this? I forgot like how much I remember about ACOTAR because it's been so long.
You have a psycho memory. We know that.
Yeah, we need to. But like, I did bad on the quote portion.
Oh, really? I
Like,
thought you would have done really good.
It was fine, but like, we got most of them right. But it was 10 questions, and then it was like, who said this? And I was like, there's no way Azrael said that because this man hasn't spoken. They're like, that's an Azrael quote, actually.
You're like, that, he doesn't say anything. How do you say that?
I defy that. I asked them to pull up the page. I was like, hold on.
Show me the receipts.
Yeah. There's no way he said that. Elaine said this? No, she didn't. She's been gardening. She didn't say any of that. And so because of the rage I felt getting those questions wrong, we're going to do ACOTAR soon. I've decided.
Okay. Yeah, I'm honestly, you're a better person though to have at those things than me because you have a good memory, and I would have been like, guys, I don't know.
We
Guys,
did pretty well, actually.
Good.
We did, like, when they were counting down the final scores,
Yeah.
they went on down. They were, all right, in 20th place, blah, blah, blah. Our team name was The Distant Cries of this Despairing, or what was it? It's, you know that scene in Akawar where Feyre and Rhysand, like, get it on, like, while everyone else dies?
Yeah.
That was our team name.
Wait, that's hysterical.
Where is it? Okay.
Did you tell people who you are?
The Distant Cries of the Dying.
That's funny.
Did I tell him? I wore the hat. That's about it.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. You did a little bit of
I didn't go
advertising.
table to table, just going like,
People's
hey,
touch.
do you know about this podcast right now?
Girl.
We've talked about one ACOTAR thing, by the way.
Girl, period.
Oh,
Well, I went to if anyone watches Drag Race, I went to go see Susie Toot, who I want to be the winner of this season. And she was everything. And I made the funniest joke to her, and she laughed so hard. And I felt so good about myself. So I'm glad we both had good nights last night.
Good night.
We both won.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well,
I'm just going to smell this candle for the rest
yeah,
of the
smell
episode.
it.
Maddy,
Sniff
you
it.
have 50 minutes. Go ahead and just start talking.
Okay. So, you guys, this week we did Done and Dusted by Lyla Sage.
Woo!
Woo! Yeehaw, everybody. Now, I must say, I'm not a country girl, really at all.
I'm hard pressed to call this a country book, if we're being honest.
You don't think it's a country book?
I don't, simply because, well, like, I don't think it's not a country book, but like,
You don't think it's a Western?
Not really.
There's
No.
horses.
There's horses, and they're in Wyoming.
And he calls her sugar.
And there's a cowboy hat in there.
And he has a
He
cowboy
does have
hat.
a cowboy hat. I guess so.
And
But
she's a certified cowgirl.
when I started reading it, I was reading it in the accent. Being like, my name's Clementine, and I was
Clementine
just like,
Ryder.
all right, that's just how I naturally started reading it. And then all of a sudden, they get into a truck, and I'm like, wait, it's not full Wild West? What are we doing here then?
You're like, wait, they have cars?
Yeah, I didn't know it was modern. I thought, like, when you pitched this to me, you definitely framed it like it was going to be full frontier Wild West.
In what way did I do that? I think I just said it's a Western
There's
romance.
this Western romance. I'm like, done and dusted, got a cowboy boot on. Yeah,
Wait,
yeah.
that's so funny. You thought I was going
Yeah.
to give like holes in the flashback scenes?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That also, we need a book about that.
There's something out there.
There has to be
There's
something about that movie is so freaking good. Anyways.
Where my hole stands at.
Woo!
This couch loves holes.
In many different ways. That's funny. That's funny. Okay,
Thank
so this is the second time I read this book, and I loved it so much. So I say I'm not in my country era. I will say, so some news. I am going to see Cowboy Carter. I got Beyonce tickets.
I almost
you almost-
I almost wore my cowboy boots that I have to this, but then I have work later, and I didn't want to have to deal with that.
Yeah, that would be.
And then I realized while I was driving over, running late, I have a car. I can just swap shoes.
Yeah, this
It's-
isn't the Wild West.
It's too
You
late
have a
for
car.
that. I do have a car.
Much like that.
I got it back from the shop. I do have a car now.
Yeah. So it's about our dear girl Clementine Ryder,
Our
Emmy,
darling.
who is oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine, who she is a professional like rider, like horseback
She's
rider,
like a barrel racer.
barrel racer.
What is that?
I don't know.
Solomon, do you know what barrel racing is?
No, but I have something called a computer and I can look it up.
Hey.
We have technology.
Guys, I wanted to be a horse girl so bad when I was little. I wasn't a horse girl, but
You
I
were afraid of
wanted
them?
to be. I was like, why can't I ride horses? And then I think because I wasn't really exposed. I mean, I had a friend who had horses, and so I would go and like go to her stables, and I was like,
you
I
live
want
in-
this so bad.
There's a lot of ranches by where you live, right?
Yeah. And I was like, I want this so bad, but
So this.
okay, so
This
it's
is barrel racing.
Oh, they
That's-
just
Where you-
circle the barrels.
Yeah, you're
that makes
you're
sense
racing
because of
around
the
barrels.
clover
I-
thing that she was
Right,
doing.
exactly.
When they do their races, have you ever watched Adventure Time?
No,
Oh my God, I love that show.
You love Adventure Time, Solomon?
Oh,
Solomon
yeah.
is
I've
a
watched-
big TV buff.
I've watched every episode of Adventure Time.
There's a
Every
little
episode.
fanfic episode called Fiona and Cake, where
Yeah.
it's like it just gender swaps them, I guess. I think a fan wrote it and then like submitted it, and so they made it a real episode.
Oh wow, that's
And now
really
it's
cool.
a separate series in and of itself, I think.
Yeah.
Oh,
But there's a scene where they do a race and they're like riding their animal sidekicks like together. They're going on down, and then they hop off, and everyone's just breathing heavily. And then she was riding her cat in this, and the cat is just breathing. And goes, "Why are you out of breath? We were doing all the running." That's how I
funny.
felt about this. Like when Clementine gets off, and she's like, "Whew, whew."
Yeah.
Girl, the
Mabel's
horse,
like, girl, I did all the work.
yeah, the horse just looks at her like, "All right,
Mabel and Friday are like, hello, we're the real heroes of the
we
story.
did, yeah. What did you do? You sat there and you said left, right? Passenger
crazy.
princess looking."
Yeah, not passenger princess. Yes, she was like a professional barrel racer and she lived in Colorado. And then she got like bucked off her horse or something.
She got dusted.
She done got dusted.
Done got dusted.
And then she like
What?
and then she got like it made her really scared and have panic attacks, which that's gnarly.
Dude, no, I get PTSD every single time. I like stop at a red light now.
You're like,
Every time a car like starts pulling up, I'm like, "Don't hit me!
yeah.
Don't hit me!
No, it's
Don't
true.
hit me!"
That's real.
After getting rear-ended once, I'm just like,
Yeah.
"Don't fucking do it."
Yeah. No, that's scary. And she has like a kind of an icky boyfriend, and she breaks up with him and she goes back home. She carried
What was the deal with the boyfriend? Like there wasn't really anything.
he's like a dick, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, okay. I thought. Oh yeah, there was the whole meat thing, right? Just try it.
Yeah.
Like I don't
She's like,
eat red meat. And he's like, "Oh, but you'll like." I was like,
it's
"That's just
icky.
weird. That's
Yeah,
just a
leave her
weird thing to
alone.
do."
Yeah.
If
So-
anything, you could have her try a piece of yours if you're ordering it, but like,
Yeah.
don't order a whole fucking steak
It's
for. I don't
scary.
know, that
Kind of
was-
scary vibes. And she carried instead of her getting the sticky note, she sticky notes him. Breaks up with him with a sticky note, which in this case, I live. In the Sex and the City, I don't live. The girlies will get what I'm
Oh,
talking
and Sex
about.
and the City.
Yeah, she gets broken up with by a post-it note.
All I know is that Pelotons kill people. That's all. I know.
They do, but I love spin, and I'll never stop.
Mhm.
Okay, so she decides to go. She goes home to Meadowlark, Wyoming.
Wyoming.
Yeah, where her family owns a ranch.
Wyoming. Who oming? When oming?
Did you already say
I already
Wyoming?
said where oming.
They're oming.
There.
I don't know.
How oming?
And it's called the Rebel Blue Ranch. And her
Yeah.
family owns it. And she goes back home because you can always find your way back home.
Always find your.
This
way back
gives
home.
so Hannah Montana movie.
It really was.
And I love it for
I was
that.
thinking that song the entire time.
You can change your hair and you can change your clothes. I went to a Miley Cyrus spin class a few weeks ago and we did that song.
Mm.
You don't know happiness and joy like I did in that
I
moment.
don't.
You don't.
I
You've
don't
never
know
felt it
happiness.
before.
No.
I can only imagine that that's how she
Impressed.
feels.
What do you mean?
Yes, I can only imagine that this is how she feels when she's riding her horse. That's how I felt riding my fucking bike at Cycle Bar Irvine.
Cool.
Yeah, you're
All right.
welcome.
Okay.
Okay.
Plug for Cycle Irvine.
Well, it's my everything and more.
Can I tell you my process reading this?
Please.
You might get a kick out of it. So I was popping between two books while reading Done and Dusted. So it was
Okay.
Done and Dusted. And then I have another book that I have to finish for a class.
Mm.
The class is on capital punishment in the United States. So it was just
That's
swapping
crazy.
between Done and Dusted and a life and death decision. The jury weighs the death penalty of a real death penalty case, interviewing the jury afterwards. So it goes from, oh my God, Luke Brooks, he's so hot, and riding horses with like these little kids. Oh my God, in his
Yeah.
muscle up t-shirts. Then we voted death because we figured there could be no support
that's
to society. And I'm just like,
crazy.
okay.
And that's on living in America.
Yeah.
That's the American
That was
experience.
the back and forth that I was doing. I'd read like a chapter of
Yeah.
this, and then I go, okay, I got a midterm coming up where I have to answer questions about this book. All right, Peggy, now why did you give in to peer pressure and vote for death even though you didn't believe it?
That's crazy.
Insane.
Whoa.
Peggy, you suck.
Oh,
Sorry,
speak on
Peggy,
it.
but
Peggy sounds like someone who should be in this book. Okay,
piss
so
me off.
period. Our girl also has ADHD, and I really like the ADHD like rep in this book. I
Mhm.
think
I
it's really
wrote
cool.
that. I was like, Perfect.
'Cause I'm like-
Representation for me.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, I feel so seen.
Great.
Yeah, because I
Somebody
guess
who waits to the last minute to read these books every time.
I guess Lyla Sage, the author, she has ADHD,
Mhm.
and I
We're
love
everywhere.
that. Yeah.
I had to explain ADHD to my mom. Have I said this on the podcast?
No, but you are exhibiting ADHD right now.
Yeah, I had. So I was telling her that she definitely had like ADD, I think,
Mm-hmm.
and I definitely have something up there. And it's never been diagnosed, but it's
Yeah, not diagnosed.
it's
pretty
fine.
Sure.
It's manageable. I don't need
Yeah,
medication or anything. I've taken Adderall before, and that was fun. But that's about it. For
Woo!
legal reasons, that's a joke.
Yeah.
And I was with my godson's sister,
Okay.
just to relate this.
Okay.
She's just now graduating high school, or she
Cute.
did this past year. It's, oh my God, it's been a long time since I was there. I'm old, I'm dying. And
I'm older.
she was explaining to my mom how she had ADD and she
Mhm.
couldn't focus on stuff. And my
Yeah.
mom was like, that's not how it works. You just have to pick what you focus on. I was like, that's the thing. You don't get to pick what you focus on.
Yeah.
Do you ever have moments where you can't focus on stuff? And she's like, yeah, all the time. But I just, have to go do something else for a while. And then I come back to it. I'm like, all right, that's a type of ADD right there.
You're
Yeah,
like, girl,
you
you
have
nail
it
on the
too.
head.
It's okay. It doesn't have to be a heavily medicated thing like
Yeah.
this country likes to do. Not to get like weird about stuff, but it's just a thing that you have to be aware of.
Yeah.
It's not that deep, but it's a
Right.
thing. Don't
Yeah.
get to be like,
It's not that deep until it is that deep.
it's okay. It's because she's Greek and
Mm.
the girl's mom is also Greek and stuff like that. So they're like, no medication, no, never anything.
Yeah.
Tough it out. Like I take Dayquil, and my mom goes, "Don't take it. You never know what could happen."
Oh my.
And it's like, it's gonna be okay. It just need to clear out my nostrils. A little.
Yeah. Let me
Don't worry.
breathe, girl.
I have a
That's
headache.
wild.
I want to take an ibuprofen or
Period.
whatever.
Okay, ADD. Should we get back to the book?
Yeah.
Okay.
We should talk about the book. I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah.
15 minutes.
Yeah,
in,
there we go.
Let's talk about it.
So, ADD aside, she goes to the what's the name of
The
the?
Dusty Boot.
Thank you, the Dusty Boot.
Was it called
No, the
Dusty-
Devil's Boot.
Devil's Boot.
Devil's
Sorry.
Boot. Where
Dusty.
Dusty Boot. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a place in Wyoming called the Dusty Boot.
There's-
Let's be
there's
so
a
for real.
Dusty Boot
I've
in
been to
Wyoming.
Wyoming before, and that seems fitting.
Dude, Wyoming looks like a cool place to live.
It was. I went to my
It was
cousin's
beautiful.
wedding in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. My cousins are so fucking
Speaking of holes,
rich.
Jackson Hole.
Yeah. My cousins are so rich, and Jackson Hole's like really bougie. And
Any
it
single
was-
cousins?
No, and no, it was their wedding.
Anyone? Okay. How many cousins you got in Wyoming?
They don't live there. They got me. It was a destination wedding. Yeah, because rich, you guys. Hello. It was gorgeous, like absolutely stunning.
Does your cousin need a pool boy?
I don't know. Maybe they live in
Yeah.
Park City though. So, but it's so beautiful. And Luke Brooks owns the Devil's Boot. And Luke Brooks, she knew him because he's her brother's best friend.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you, growing up, I was always sad that I never had an older brother for this very reason.
Hot friends.
Yes. As the oldest sister, I was like, damn it. And I don't have a brother, period. But I was like, ugh. For that fantasy alone, I always wished I did. But he was always kind of like the troublemaker bad boy, and it's because he had a really shitty home life.
Mm-hmm.
And he just like wanted to be loved and struggled. Don't we all? And her family kind of like took him in and helped him out and stuff like that. And so he has kind of a bad boy rep, but he's working on himself and he's
Rep
doing
TV
well.
any day now.
Girl, I'm hoping and I'm praying. So yeah, she's like, damn, he's hot, and he's like, damn, she's hot.
His whole inner monologue, the second she walks in, he was like, I wonder what she looks like wrapped up in my bed sheets. Whoa, that's your best friend's little sister, bro. Chill
Yeah.
out. I got more weirded out that he kept thinking of her like that. Like, that's your best friend's little sister. I was like, okay, bro. You're
You
both
keep saying
in your she's like what, 27?
Yeah, she's giving late 20s, he's early 30s.
Yeah, I was
It
like,
all is
right,
okay.
Clearly you guys are full adults.
Yeah,
here. There's
it's
no
all
need,
good.
There's no need. It's not like I thought for some reason that she was early 20s at the start of this, that she was 21 just starting her career and he was 30. And I was like, oh, then you can start looking at it like that's
Yeah, but no,
Brent's
it's an
little sister.
appropriate.
Yeah, there's like a 3-year age gap.
Yeah. But
Five.
he knows that his brother, or that his best friend, her brother, would not be happy with
No,
anything.
I wouldn't
like
be
that.
chill.
Yeah. So he also teaches kids how to ride
Mhm.
horses, which is so cute. So cute. And so she like kind of wants to get back on the horse,
Mhm.
both literally and figuratively. And he helps her.
He does.
And it's really sweet. And the tension is
I felt no
Chef's kiss.
tension personally.
okay.
I didn't feel any tension reading this. It looked like they were just immediately down for each other.
Well, yeah, but they like almost.
I guess they sit in like a bunch, like face to face a bunch of times, just like,
yeah.
are we gonna kiss? No, we're not.
And I live.
Somebody else walked in. I guess there's the tension right there.
Yeah, hello?
It was so brief that this book just went
This book's
so
really
fast. That
I appreciate that about this book because I think that this book is high impact with it's like lights out. It doesn't waste any time.
No.
And I appreciate that because while it does move quickly, I feel like it never it never rushes and you still like learn like know the character so well. It doesn't compromise any of the character like development, the relationship development, and all of that.
Yes.
Do you agree?
I do.
Good.
I concur.
Okay, concur. I will say, sorry. Luke Brooks, he says that his two favorite movies are National Treasure and Dead Poets Society. Immediately, I love him.
Oh, I said red flag.
Why?
I don't know if those are
Have
your
you
top
seen
two.
Both of those movies?
Yes, I've seen both those movies.
They're both great movies.
They're both good movies. I like them. But if a man says those are their top two, I don't know why, but
Why? What do you think a green flag favorite movie is? Yeah, exactly.
I don't have green flag favorite movies.
What are your favorite movies?
Depends on what mood I'm into right now. If I want to my favorite things that I always comfort watch are the Lord of the Rings trilogy extended editions.
Okay.
And just
that's a good answer.
If I want to lock in, this is a weird one.
I'm
just
scared.
Bear with me on this one. I love the movie Inglourious Bastards.
That's a fucking red flag one.
I know.
My dear guy.
That's what I said. I said it's.
Yeah. Hello.
I don't think there's such a thing as a favorite movie green flag, personally.
My Letterboxd top 4 is immaculate.
Go ahead.
It is Twilight, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Little Women, obviously.
Women can have favorite movies.
Exactly. I think Luca.
Okay.
And then I think
Gay Fish.
Gay Fish. Hello. And then the 2015 Cinderella. Vibes.
Mm-hmm.
Vibes. Solomon, what are your favorite movies?
Wow, how to put me on the spot.
Well,
there is a movie called Romancing the Stone. And it was with, I think, one of the Michael Douglas and something.
Oh, work.
Just like I love these adventure movies, sort of like the Indiana Jones type, where they're out in the desert and they're discovering treasures, stuff like that. So National Treasure is high up on that list as well.
Right? I love an adventure movie.
And then, I got to do sci-fi. Starship Troopers is also one of my favorite movies.
I like Starship Troopers.
I've never seen that.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty realistic, but with aliens, of course.
Great propaganda.
Listen, I love Dead Poets Society, though. I just watched that movie for the first time recently, and it is so
that's
good.
why. Okay, I had to watch it in high school. So.
Oh, really? No, I just watched it, and I sobbed my eyes out. I'm in a cinephile era. I'm watching all of the Best Picture nominations, and I'm trying to go.
The movie theater shut down on you, right?
Yes! Oh, my God, you guys. I went to go see one of the movies, because I'm watching all of them for the Oscars on Sunday, and because deep lore about me, I was born during the Oscars in 1996, and so the Oscars are a big deal to me. Like, my mom, put on the Oscars after I was born. Born to be a star. Born to be a star, baby. But yeah, I was in the movie. I was going into the movie theaters, and I was showing him my phone, my ticket thing, and he's like, "Oh yeah, so the theaters are broken. All of the theaters in this movie theater shut down. People were getting ushered out of their theaters. It was crazy." So I had to rent it at home instead because I'm on a time crunch with these movies, and I've only got one more left. I have to watch Amelia Perez today, and I'm not looking forward to it. Period. Speaking of ADD. Also, okay, so she has her best friend Teddy, and I love Teddy. There's a book about her eventually.
Of course there is.
Yeah. So cute, which I love. I love interconnected standalones. I think that's such a good way to do
I saw
romance
a TikTok
series.
Where there was an author talking about, I don't know which author it was. It might have been Brandon Sanderson, because he's always the one that's getting interviewed.
Mm-hmm.
But he's talking about how if you can tell how successful a book is based on how many sequels there are, how many kids there are in the series or whatever it is for the romance ones. So if there are 7 kids and there are 7 different stories right there, and then all of a sudden they start going to the cousins, this book is doing very well.
Right.
It's true. Selling.
I'm pretty sure one of the books, and I could be incorrect, but I'm pretty sure one of the books goes back in time and is about the dad and the mom.
Ooh.
Which I think is really sweet.
Cool.
Because you get kind of the, little thing. Anyways, one of my things, he's not bad. He's just misunderstood.
When she first walks into the bar and her ex Kenny starts flirting with her,
Ooh.
she was into it.
Yeah.
Come on, don't.
Well, she's a girl. going through it. And so she's a girl who's happy for attention.
But when she was laughing
no,
extra hard at Kenny's jokes and Luke's watching, like, Kenny's not that funny. It's like,
clocked her real quick.
come on. You don't have to be laughing that hard. Have
Yeah.
you seen that video of Zendaya next to Tom Holland?
Yes. She's like,
she's laughing that hard. And this is before they were officially out dating, I think.
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
And
yeah.
everyone's just like, Tom Holland's not that funny, girl.
No,
Come
he's
on,
not.
It's okay.
but you know what? She got that ring.
Mhm.
She got that ring.
Is that official?
Yeah.
Good for them.
I know, right? They're so cute. At first when he says sugar, I didn't like it, but then it grew on me. You didn't like
Never
it?
grew on me. Sugar
I was
never
like,
grew
oh,
on me.
sugar.
Every time I was like, oh.
Yeah, I felt that way too, but then I kind of just like let live and let God, and I was like down. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I did think there was tension in their talks. I wrote that down. Yeah.
Period.
I wrote that down. There we go.
It's really sweet. I thought they were adorable because he believes in her so much, and it's clear from the beginning. And I thought it was really magical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah.
It was fun. There's not much to talk about in this book, you know?
Yeah, there is. Okay, I have
Keep
more.
going
notes.
then.
I have more. Hello, we've only been talking for 20 minutes.
That's true.
That's not a lot of time.
You're right.
We usually talk for way longer. He has a horse named Friday, which I listened to.
Do you like that joke? That riddle?
What riddle?
A man rides into town on Monday, stays Tuesday. Oh, sorry, no, that's not it. He rides into town on Monday, stays 2 days, and leaves on Friday.
Oh, his horse's name is
Yeah.
Friday. Cute.
Whatever the fucking riddle. Don't be worried about how accurate that rendition was, guys.
I don't think anyone's too worried about it.
Okay.
It's okay. But I read the interview, or I listened to the interview at the end of the book. There's an interview with Lyla Sage,
Mhm.
a Q&A, and I guess Luke Brooks. I didn't watch Friday Night Lights, but I guess he's inspired by Friday Night Lights. One of the characters.
Yeah, he was the first character that she fleshed out.
Yeah. And so that's why he's named Friday. But then she adds the context of it was because he was listening to Friday I'm in Love, which I thought that was so cute.
Nice.
Alexandros is struggling.
I'm just like, yeah, I agree. I concur.
Okay, so eventually, they're hanging out, they're having a good time.
Family dinner?
Family dinner, you take it away.
Oh, is that where we are already?
Sure. I'm just kind of going because
And nothing else really happens in between that till the family dinner, apart
Yeah.
from chatting a couple times. She
Yeah.
gets on a horse. She explains, hey, I'm kind of traumatized.
period.
Then they head on over there.
Hmm.
Family dinner itself goes pretty much without any problems.
Hmm.
Her niece
Family
is
dynamic
there.
is cute.
They leave. Then the dad is like, hey, walk Emmy to the guest house that's down there. And
Yeah.
Luke's like, no,
He's like, well, because he's
you
like,
don't want me to do that.
hmm he's got some thoughts. I kind of live for the way the dad's kind of like,
Hey,
yeah. The dad's wingman.
I'm doing yoga now. Come on, get out there.
So cute. Doing yoga, taking care of himself. It's like you with your Pilates.
Mm-hmm.
It's
I've
adorable.
been working out for years.
No, I know, but Pilates is giving Zen like yoga. You know
I
what I
don't
mean?
feel zen doing it.
No, you feel like you're fighting for your life. Yeah. It's everything though. It really is.
We were doing sliding discs yesterday. You know the sliding discs? for
I do
Pilates?
reformer Pilates, so
Oh, okay.
I will do it on the machine, but I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
Apparently, they're going to start doing reformer Pilates.
I
soon.
love it.
I like it too, but
Yeah.
it's just been on the floor.
Mm.
This is actually a real episode about talking about Pilates, guys. We're not talking about done and dusted. We're talking about everything I did in Pilates.
Yeah, I'm not hearing any smut in this book.
Actually,
It
so
comes
we're
right
gonna
after
get there.
family dinner,
Yeah.
Solomon. He just starts railing the shit out of her.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Okay, so he walks. How do they start? No, oh, well,
They kiss.
yeah, they kiss. He takes her to his spot.
Oh, that was before, yeah.
Yeah, he takes her.
That was giving credence to me. Where's
Yeah,
the
but
creek right there.
in a cute way. He takes her. Which all of these books, I love when like romance books or movies and stuff have like a let me take you to my special spot. You know what I'm saying?
There's always a little pond somewhere.
Yeah, always. And I remember being like, because I grew up like in pure blooded like suburbia, like not a place in sight for this type of thing. But I wanted it so bad. You know what I mean? I'm like, I just want a little spot. And they always take them there, and it's always like, it's like they're letting them inside my mind. You know what I'm saying? And they're like splashing around in the pond, and I was like, ah! I was giggling and kicking my feet. I was. And then she's like, hey, he's not gonna kiss me. I'm gonna kiss him. And she's like, whoa. It was so cute. And then they go into the car.
Oh, I forgot about the car.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then they go in the car and
I forgot.
and
Gus calls. Yeah, her brother calls.
yes, and she does not stop what she's doing.
I'm not answering. And then
He's like
Luke. He's like, hey.
Yeah, he's trying to like
Hey.
It's so funny. Hey. And
your sister's not groping me right now, don't worry.
Yes. And he's like panting and he's like, bro, are you like on a run or something? He's like, no. And he's like, oh, well, you're breathing heavy. So that's why I thought that.
Sorry.
He's like, oh, that's so funny. Yeah. I'm like, girl, you're crazy for that. But they kind of canoodle a bit. And this book goes from being so sweet and so like, oh, family.
No, it
so
was two
cute.
chapters in a row after family dinner. I was like, whoa, my God.
They be going at it. The smut. And this is kind of psycho.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah. I love it.
Go ahead.
I love the juxtaposition of a really sweet, cute little thing, and then they're just like, damn.
Going.
Yeah. You know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I read it. I was like, whew.
I can't with you today.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. So, yeah, and then they're like, it's clear that they kind of love each other, but they're not going to say that yet.
No, she's like, oh, we can't tell my brother yet. And he's like, I think we should tell your brother.
Yeah, because it's also because he had such a hard time growing up with his family and he has an issue with like feeling loved and feeling like wanted and at home and like, you know, and safe in that way. And so when she doesn't want to tell her brothers and stuff, he's like, oh, so you're ashamed of me. Like that's where it goes to.
Oh.
But that's not what it is. It's just that she's like, bruh, it's going to be drama, just so you know. But she doesn't really realize how hard he's taking that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's sweet.
Aww.
Yeah. You have anything to say?
Not about that, honestly. No. Not
Okay.
Really. I was talking about how many healthy parental relationships there are in this book.
Yeah.
Like Gus
Until there's
and
not.
and his daughter's mom, baby mama, I guess. Is that the right term?
Sure.
They were just a one-night stand, but they like still get along just fine.
Mm-hmm.
And, like raise the kid together.
It's
like,
cute.
oh, that's so nice. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Teddy's dad like left the high life of being a performer to raise her, and I was like, what is going on with all these adult decisions being made?
Yeah.
Hey.
And then
happens.
their dad, like Clementine's dad, he's so sweet. Because their mom passed away. It's like, oh, cute vibes. I love all of the relationships that they have with each other. Because as I said, even though the book is quick and it's like cute vibes, I think that Lyla did a really good job of establishing really like heartfelt and beautiful and like fleshed out connections between everybody. Even like Teddy. I love Teddy. You know, Teddy and Emmy's relationship I thought was so sweet. You're doing some like hardcore.
I'm trying to find something, yeah.
Oh, he's trying to find. He's looking for something. Cricket. Yeah, that's how I feel right now a little bit.
Sorry.
Like, la, la, la.
It's a funny quote that I can't find right now.
Oh, is it of the book? From the book?
It's from the book. Don't worry, it's on brand.
Okay, it's on brand. But yeah, this book made me feel so yeehaw, but like in a really good way. And then eventually there's Teddy's birthday party, and she makes because Teddy's a fashion designer, which I think is so cute and so random for this little small town in Wyoming. Mm-hmm. And she makes our diva a dress to wear.
The red dress.
Yeah, red dress. And she's like out at the Devil's Boot, you know, that our dear guy owns. And he sees her and he's like, "Oh, baby, that's my girl," whatever. But she's like, she's talking to another guy, and he like goes at the guy, and I'm like, whoa, this is kind of crazy. But then he takes her back to his office at the Devil's Boot, and boy, do they go at it. Okay, which
crazy.
When he, or do you know what I'm gonna say? When he takes a sip of the whiskey and then spits it into her mouth, I was like, ah! At first I was scared, and then I was like, wait, crazy.
God, what did he say he wanted engraved on his tombstone?
Oh, I don't remember.
He said something about.
Was it about them fucking?
It was something along those lines about the head he was receiving. Right.
Yeah. He's like inner monologues during their like was very funny.
It was like she loved choking on something or other engraved on his headstone. I was like, huh?
Yeah.
What do you mean? That's what you want?
It's crazy.
I like to leaving those directions to their kids one day or something like that, being like, on my headstone, like when I die, when you bury your mother and me, can you put that on her headstone?
That's crazy.
Dad, no, I'm not going to do that.
Absolutely not. Not to remember forever. And then I think this is when she says to him,
here it is.
take it away, baby.
You can read that.
He always makes me read.
I'm going to let you read it this time.
I wanted the okay. Is this is what I'm thinking it is, I think?
Yeah.
Okay. Damn, this is
just that one paragraph. Just that one paragraph.
I'm sorry, I'm reading the whole page.
Wait,
God
the
damn.
whole paragraph on the headstone?
Yeah. I wanted the image of her on her knees with her I can't say this. Her red lips wrapped around my projected on my fucking headstone.
Yep.
And you know what? Lyla,
like,
you're right.
You want what projected on your tombstone?
Yeah, she doesn't want that. And I'll tell you that. That's crazy. Yeah, this book gets so like dirty.
Told you it was worth it.
No, it was. It gets so, but I kind of, something about the smut in this book I really enjoyed. But I just think the way, I don't know, like, because I think it was, you could tell, even though they were psycho, like some of the things that he was saying and thinking and everything, you could tell how much like love there was. Do you know what I'm saying?
I didn't think anything he was thinking was psycho.
Well, like that.
I don't think that's a for real thing to think.
No, not at all. But
yeah.
I mean, like, you're reading, you're like, that was crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
I'm not saying like literally psychopathic, but I'm saying like.
Lights out. Hold on.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, even though you're like, whoa, like you could tell how much like love is there. And I think that was really sweet, you know?
Fun fact, right after that chapter, I swapped right back to the death penalty.
Of course you did.
Like, all right, yeah.
That's
and
so
then
funny.
American Foreign Policy. That was the other.
Of
that was the
course.
other textbook I was reading.
That's hysterical.
Yeah.
Okay, and then it's while they're at the Devil's Boot, psycho name, that she says to him, I think I'm falling in like with you. And he goes, I know. It kind of makes me go
falling in like with you.
Because it's a little bit like too millennial core for me. But his response to that was really sweet, where he said, she may be falling in like with me, but I know I'm falling in love with her. I was like, aw, that's sweet.
She's just now figuring out that she likes this guy.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. Well, I think she just didn't let herself admit it.
Good. You almost didn't breathe for a good minute there. So hopefully you like him.
Well, yeah. And then Teddy this is when Teddy like kind of really knows what's going on. And she's such a true bestie in the way that she's like, girl, yeah, get your man. She's like, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm. Also, the story of like Luke Brooks, like kissing his or like sleeping with his first kiss mom. Crazy.
Absolute legend.
I know. I'm like, listen,
him.
I think, and he's like, listen, it wasn't that big of a deal. And she's like, yeah, you're right. You're good.
She saw the mom and she was like, okay, no.
He's a respectful king, I
get
think.
it.
Did he have a little wild moment? Yeah.
Did he? Sorry.
Whoa. But yeah, I love Luke Brooks. He's really working on like growing, and he's working on himself, and I think that's a beautiful thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, and then eventually she has to do her race.
Yeah, they bring the barrel racing to the small town. She has to go do that.
And it's a big thing because she's a big like star in this. Like it's she's a big
the
deal.
event of Wyoming. They don't got a lot going on. This is the moment. I don't have drag races for $20 to go to.
Yeah. Do you know that Wyoming has the fastest growing population in the United States?
I believe it. Everyone from California is moving there.
Yeah. Isn't that wild? But also like places like Jacksonville are growing so much, and hella bougie vibes.
Yeah.
Hella bougie.
Well, it's going to be beachfront property in a few years, so that's nice.
Oh, wow.
God.
You got to get that investment in now.
Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah. So she's going to do her little barrel racing. She still hasn't told her family about him yet, that they're together, but she's like, I'm going to do it soon. Oh, no, before that, I'm so sorry. Before that, his mom calls and he goes, and his mom's freaking out because her like husband, whatever, is like a truck driver and he's like missing or something. And first of all, fuck his family. They're so mean to him. She's like annoying. And her like his half brother or whatever was such a dick. I'm like, ew, I know you're ugly, first of all. So stop. And the way Miss Clementine is like, Miss Emmy, she's like, hey, fuck you. I'm like, I live.
I didn't like the way she did that.
You didn't?
She was like, I'm gonna narc. And I was like, okay, snitch, chill.
I mean, like, yeah, snitches do be
I'm
getting
gonna tell the
stitches.
cops that after reading this thing where they murder somebody and hide the body,
Dude,
I was like, girl, you
yeah.
can't be ratting on his drug enterprise. Come on, that's not cool.
I mean, like, true. Like, snitches do be getting stitches. Whoa. But also, fuck him. You know? And the way for Luke, it's so like he's like, oh, like someone wants me, someone loves me. I'm like, that's really beautiful. Someone stood up for me. You never had that before. I'm like, oh, and that's like when she's like, oh, I love him and stuff. Really cute.
She's not in like anymore.
She's in love. And then she's gonna go do her barrel racing thing in Meadowlark, Wyoming. Big deal that they're having this big city girl come do this at Wyoming. But she's nervous and she's getting panic attacks and she's talking to Luke before. She's like, I need to talk to you, whatever. And but her family still doesn't know. And this is when he says, because she's like nervous to get back on the horse. This is when he says, Sugar, you deserve to go out on your own terms. Just because you got dusted doesn't mean you're done.
Roll credits.
Period. I was like, oh, not the wink.
Can we pull up the photo of the barrel racing again? I just want to see it one more time.
So I think that seems crazy and horrifying, to be honest.
It's like a dog show, but like you're riding a horse, right?
I fear that's what a rodeo is.
Yeah.
Is that? Oh, I never thought about it.
I fear that's one and the same.
Huh. Interesting.
But actually, I don't really know, to be honest. I know nothing about a rodeo.
All right, here it is.
All right,
this ain't Texas.
Yeah, so they circle those barrels. They're doing all that.
Like this.
Mm-hmm. And they got to do it in like a certain pattern.
That seems really scary, doesn't it? I think so.
I don't
Not really.
It.
It's a horse, and the horse is, doing all the balancing. You're just sort of staying on top and all.
Look at that horse. Look at that horse. I think it looks horrifying.
Dude, let's kill the horse. Haven't heard that? You haven't watched Adventure Time?
I haven't.
There's a horse just staring at them, watching them while they're trying to go to sleep.
Yeah,
and it won't.
Dude, let's kill the horse.
And so that's what Jake the dog.
That's crazy,
says, dude. Let's kill the horse. You've probably heard that audio on TikTok.
Yeah, I think I have. That's gonna be so me when I'm at Beyonce, Cowboy Carter. I'm gonna be yeehaw left and right with my cowboy hat. Okay, so she does really well in this race, and the family is so excited. And she's so excited and elated that she's like, I'm gonna go run up and I'm gonna hug Luke. And the family is like, and she like kisses him, right? Yeah. And everyone's like, as if someone died. I'm like, I feel like we're being a tad bit
everyone
dramatic.
knew except for Gus, though.
Yeah, and I'm like, Gus, reel it in. Kim, people are dying. You know what I'm saying?
Serious.
Yeah.
Real quick about the barrel racing.
Please.
She's like a national champion, right?
Yeah.
Imagine you're just going to compete in like your small town basketball game, and prime Kobe Bryant like shows up to like play against her. I'd be so pissed.
Yeah.
What do you mean he's here?
She just shatters everyone's records. I would be mad. I would be real mad.
It's like, hey guys, this is a fun little race for charity right here, but the winner gets this recognition and prize. There are a lot of scouts out there. Oh, LeBron James is here too.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I'd be mad.
Yeah. All right. You got a 1v1.
Yeah. True vibes.
That other girl who just like did a great time is sitting there looking around going, what the fuck? Yeah, obviously she's going to do great, not knowing her trauma that she's overcoming right now.
Yeah, she's like,
yeah, of course the national champ is going to be fucking good at this.
Yeah. What? No, I would be mad.
Oh, she beat my time? I bet she did. Loser. Yeah. Oh, I got to swim against Michael Phelps right now? Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Usain Bolt? Okay. All right. That's fine.
I know.
Sure.
I'd be fucking bitter. That's
with her best horse? Cool. Flips table. I'd storm out.
Yeah.
That's like if I went to the Akatar trivia night last night, Sarah J Maas is sitting at the table. What do you mean?
Yeah.
What do you mean I got to compete against her? She wrote it.
Yeah. No, you're right. I would be mad. I would be real mad. But nonetheless, she wins. She kisses Brooks. Gus freaks the fuck out.
Punches him.
I'm like, Gus, like I said, people are dying. And Gus is the one with the kid, right? And that's when they're like, bro, your kid's here. Relax. But I will say, I do appreciate us not really getting a third act breakup.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I hate third act breakups.
We have a third act week of them spacing out.
Yeah, which I'm like, that's okay. You okay over there?
Burpee.
Yeah. But it really wraps itself up. He like goes and talks to Gus, and Gus is like, yeah, okay, I guess.
Side tangent.
Please.
What's a muscle shirt?
A
Like,
I'm going to say 2 words. It's the
Okay.
name of a person we know. Chris Marshall.
oh,
It's the ones where it's cut off.
there's
like
no
this.
sleeves.
Yeah, but it's cut
Oh,
down.
okay. We'll bleep out his full name. You don't gotta drop him out like that. That's
He's
okay.
fine. He'll like it. Let's be honest.
That's called a muscle shirt.
Yeah.
It's just like that.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've never heard it called that. I don't think.
Right?
I don't know why. I was picturing him just like in a compression shirt this whole time.
No, a muscle shirt is when the like sides are cut,
Oh, good. To know.
or just like a. Maybe it's also just a better way than saying
Tank top.
like.
Yeah, like that basically.
Okay.
Yeah. I think of.
Go back to that other the costume. That's a muscle shirt. Can we show it? Does it show? Oh, no.
It's literally a guy in like a.
The fake muscles.
Oh.
That's a muscle shirt. That
I
imagine
was-
Luke wearing that the whole time.
I was picturing.
Especially if it doesn't match your skin tone. That'd be really funny.
Yeah, I was picturing like the ones where it's cut. Oh, kind
All
of
the
like
way down?
this, kind of like this vibes,
Yeah, like okay.
where you can like see the abs through the side, and you're kind of like,
Okay, yeah.
you know, with the cowboy hat and the jeans.
Sounds good. I saw a
So
TikTok.
that makes me feel some kind of way, and
that
I'm not
was-
usually into yeehaws.
I saw a TikTok that was describing of a girl like talking about when she sees a guy wearing this, it's like, oh my god, yes, please. And it was a guy in a compression shirt, baggy sweatpants with their boxers showing a little bit too. That's the exact face I wanted you to make. Perfect. Keep that face going. Because the top comment is, I'm so glad you posted this because I'm so glad there are different tastes out in the world. Of just everyone being,
oh God.
that's what you're into. Okay.
Hey,
No. All right.
all love and light to you, bestie, but that ain't for me.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
And then somebody sent a character from Jujutsu Kaisen to her, like, have you seen this character?
Mm.
And that's the look that works.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, there's gonna be
What's your ideal fit for you? Is it the cowboy boots and the muscle shirt?
no, not usually. It just in this I was leaning into it and I was down for it.
Okay.
I don't really know.
Dress shirt and slacks. The all white linen look.
No.
No.
Ew. That scares me. I feel like they're gonna say something icky. You know what I mean? That's the problematic figure right there. I mean, like, I don't know. Maybe I haven't given this much thought. I don't know.
Full Illyrian leathers.
Oh,
wings.
hell yeah. There you go. I'll take that. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I like chill fits.
Okay.
You know, nothing crazy.
Jeans and a t-shirt. That's
Sure.
okay. All right. Men's fashion hasn't changed much.
Yeah, I know. Y'all be just wearing.
We
kind of-
nailed it 100 years ago.
Yeah.
You know.
I think your outfit's nice.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I definitely did. I say this at the start of the episode. I can't remember, but I definitely
told
wasn't
me.
wearing this last night.
I wore this last night, so you know.
Marta, Lynn, Meg, if you're watching this, it's a completely different outfit.
Susie Toot, if you're watching this.
It's not. It's not the exact same pair of jeans and exact same shirt that I was wearing at the bar last night.
Hey,
And if you say it is, you're just wrong.
there you go.
If you look at
Not you
Club
gaslighting.
616's Instagram page and you see me wearing this,
You're wrong.
yeah, it's
Love
quite
it.
literally not me. Down to the hat. It's
It'll work. Okay, so then it just kind of wraps itself up very quickly, and
yeah,
they
it
get
just
back.
ends.
They get back together. I mean, they never really broke up, but they're like kind of one big happy family, and it's really sweet.
Yeah.
Fuck Luke's fam. Yeah, because the only other quote I put down is Emmy writer might have been falling in love with me, but it was then that I knew that I was falling in love with her. Super cute. I think that this book is really adorable.
Yeah.
You know,
I wish it was just a full gunslinger western though.
I'm sorry that I missold it. I didn't mean to. I mean, it does give West. It is in the West,
It is.
as are we technically, as West as you can kind of get.
This is the ocean. That's it.
Yeah, we're got the ocean to our west. Yeah, I think that this book, I love a romance that is like kind of concise and to the point, because
Yeah.
sometimes I fear we get a little lost in the plot. You know what I mean? In a way where I'm like, this is a little bit too much. I'm here for one thing and one thing only a little.
Oh, okay.
Because sometimes I'm like, there are 200 pages that don't need to be here.
Yeah. Sometimes
know.
it's like you're trying to meet a quota. for
Yeah,
some
yeah.
reason.
Whereas I really appreciate how this has high, like I said earlier, it has high impact
Mhm.
efficiently, and I love it. It's sweet. It's cute. I also want to just speak to what Miss Lyla Sage said, I also spilled coffee on this and I feel kind of terrible about it, even though it's my
ADHD
own.
representation.
No, during her Q&A, she was saying that, I think it's right here. Hold on, give me just a second. You can talk.
Okay. This is gonna be elevator music while we wait.
Okay, I got it already. Okay, she said some.
But you're still on hold. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun,
You ready for me now?
dun, 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 dun. Do you know what that's from?
Yeah, it's we. Was that we?
That was the Wii, yeah.
Yeah.
That was us coming off hold.
Oh. Okay, so the question was, what do you hope readers feel after reading this book? And she said, joy, pure and unbridled joy. I set out to write a book that made readers happy. When people read Done and Dusted, I want them to get the same feeling they get when they're driving with the windows down and their favorite song is playing on the radio. And I think that she did exactly what she set out to do. Right? I don't know why. I think maybe I was just really tired on the way here, but I listened to her say that in the audiobook, and it like made me like almost like kind of start to like tear up a bit, which I was like, whoa, hello, hello, just because I'm like, that is kind of at the end of the day what we're setting out to do, you know, like with reading and stuff. And I put on right as soon as this book ended, I put on Cowboy Carter because I'm really in my Cowboy Carter bag right now since I'm going to see her in 2 months. But I listened to Two Most Wanted, you know, Miley Cyrus and Beyonce. And I was like, you know what? This book is exactly how this feels. And I think that it's amazing to see. It's amazing I felt exactly how she wanted me to feel, you know, reading it. And I'm like, wow. And I think that you can tell how much she loves like this story that she wrote. You know what I mean, Lyla? Like in the writing in it, it's so intentional. It's so there's just a lot of love in it. And the
passion is there.
Yeah, if she ever like, I don't know if she'll ever hear this, but I just thank you, Lyla, because I think you really did a good job. And I'm really excited. I've read two of the other ones, I think.
Okay.
And I love them. And I'm excited to see like where they go. Yeah. And it's just like I love reading like the acknowledgments and like the Q&As and stuff because it's like I just love watching people live their dream. Hello. And so it just made me like feel like because I'm like, how magical that she did make me feel that way. And I just think writing a book is so impressive. And yeah.
Good for her.
Good for her. Thank you, Lyla. Lyla Sage, also that's a great name. Don't you agree?
I do.
As someone with also a plant last name, I live.
I concur. Sage, berries.
Sage berries. Fruit. You want to be my best friend, Lyla, please? I kind of would live. All right.
That's that for this episode.
We got through it.
We did. A little bit shorter, but we hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Do you want to do Dramione next?
Yes.
It's been a while.
You guys are going to go back to our roots.
We're going back to some Dramione after this.
What is it? What are we going to do?
We can do either Isolation or Wait and Hope. I think we should do Wait and Hope next.
Okay, let's do it.
It's fun. Okay, I forget who it's by, but it's called Wait and Hope.
We'll put it on our Insta.
Yeah. And then at some point, our Omegaverse expert will come on in.
I know we're going to have a guest.
She's going to be busy. She's just busy.
Yeah, it was her birthday and stuff. So we'll get.
She's bummed. She missed Black History Month.
Oh,
she did. She's still gonna say Happy Black History Month.
Love it.
But
love it. Dang.
It's exciting.
Oh, I'm excited to have her on. All right, guys. Well, love ya. Yeehaw. Listen to Cowboy Carter in honor of all of this yeehaw vibes.
Yeah. See you guys. Thanks for coming on by.
Illy.